Hey, what's up all my fellow nerds and collectors? This is the Proud Nerd. How are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good 2019? I am so far. And I would like to go over the Black Series action figures that I got in 2018. Yes, I got a lot more Marvel Legends, but I also got quite a few Black Series figures. And let's see, which one was my number 12? Alright, we'll start with this guy. The Flame Trooper. Gift from my ex-girlfriend. We were at Walgreens. I saw him. She bought him for me. And I actually like this guy. No, I really like that big gun. I like the design on his helmet. I like his armor. I like his backpack. This guy is pretty cool. And I'm not ashamed that I have him. Not at all. This guy is pretty cool. And I counted, and I have like 11 or 12 new Black Series figures. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, you can't see him, but the 12th one is off screen. I'm saving him for the end. But yeah, the Flame Trooper, I like this guy. He's number 12 on the list. Next, we have Finn in his First Order disguise. I really do like this Finn. It's that head sculpt is such a huge improvement over the first Finn. I really wish they would use the face printing tech on this figure, but for what we got, I really like him. And I love that it came with this. I forget what it's called. And I love that he came with his little hat that you can take off. He came with a blaster. And the uniform itself just looks really good. Love that little detailing on the sleeve right there. Whatever these things are, they look good. The belt looks good. The boots look really good. This is just a really well done Finn figure. Yeah, Finn. He is number 11 on my list. Next, who is number 10? Why, it's none other than Maz Kanata. And this figure is pretty well liked in the Black Series community, and it's not hard to see why. She's got really incredible detailing for such a small figure. And I love that you can move her goggles up, just like in the movie. She's got that cool outfit. What is that supposed to be there? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, she's got a great outfit. The belt looks good. Her blaster looks good. And I love that she came with her little chest here. And there's Luke's lightsaber in there. That is so cool. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best Black Series figures ever, in my opinion. It's just got great articulation for such a little figure. It's got amazing detailing. I mean, seriously, they nailed the details on this figure. Yeah, Maz, number 10 on my list. Let me see, who's number 9? Sorry, Maz was number 9. Oh, number 8. At number 8, we have General Leia herself. Kind of a weird figure because she's an old woman, pretty much. But it's Leia, you know, and they released Old Man Han, so it really seemed fitting that they released old Leia. But she's got nice detailing. I love that texturing in the vest she's wearing. I love how her sleeves are rolled up. The hair looks really good. Doesn't look anything like old Carrie Fisher, but I definitely get a Leia vibe from her. I like her outfit. It's simple, but to the point. And she's got basic articulation. Her head can't move up or down. That's frustrating. But this is General Leia. You know, is she going to be doing flips and kicks and twirls and spins? Not exactly. At least not at her age. But a really good figure nonetheless, and really, really, really happy to have her. And number 7, a lot of people don't like these little guys, but I personally do. We have the Porgs. I like these little guys. I found this at Target. It was a 2-pack. $5 for these little guys. I'm like, you know what? It's worth it. I love The Last Jedi. I liked the Porgs. And why not? You know, these things are cute. I don't know why a lot of people are annoyed by them, but they don't bother me. And plus, I really liked The Last Jedi. Despite what a lot of people think about it. And I love that this one Porg has little articulated wings. His feet can move side to side. And for so little tiny figures, they got amazing detail on them. I love all those colors in their feathers. The feathers are nice and detailed. These look just like in the movie. I don't know why so many people hate the Porgs, but I like them. Porgs, number 7 on my list. Number 6 is everybody's favorite Wookiee, Chewbacca. This is the Chewbacca that was a Target exclusive, and it's from the Han Solo movie. And I think this is so much better than the first 2 Chewbaccas that were released in the Black Series line. Again, try to get in on those eyes. Yeah, look how nicely painted those eyes look. Those look incredible. I mean, yeah, you can tell it's just paint, but they actually look like pupils in there. And they did a good job on his teeth and all the different colors in his fur. And I really like this belt a lot better than his regular belt. I just think it looks better. And I like this gun, and I like on here you can actually... That is so awesome. Not necessary, but awesome. And he's got nice articulation. Nothing mind-blowing, but still nice. And he's beautifully detailed, a really nice figure, nicely articulated. What can I say? Oh, and he's got the Wookiee feet. Look at them Wookiee toes. Look at them Chewbacca toes. Oh, love those Chewbacca toesies. And I love how the fur just drapes over his feet like in the movie. You can see that there's different layers to the fur. It's a really nice Chewbacca figure. And I like that he came with the goggles, and when you put the goggles on him, they don't look silly or ridiculous. I'm just trying to find them here. Ah, here they are. There. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. I know SH Figure Arts had a whole separate head with the goggles already molded into it, but I prefer this. I just think it's better. Not just because I'm a Hasbro fan and I love the Black Series. It just looks better in my opinion. So yeah, Chewbacca. Number 6 on my list. And at number 5, everybody's favorite smooth-talking scoundrel, Lando Calrissian from the Han Solo movie. Why this figure ranks so high on my list? Because of so many things. The detailing, the articulation, the accessories, Just this cape alone looks phenomenal on him, and as you can see, look at all that nice texturing in the cape. And up here is all glossy, and I noticed that in the movie. I watched Solo like 3 or 4 times. Awesome movie. I love it. And it's okay if you don't, but I do. And I noticed that when Lando's wearing this cape, you do see the back of this cape, and it is glossy, just like this. So Hasbro paid really good attention to detail there. And I like the blaster he came with, and I think I already knew that this can come off. Not going to do it right now. And inside the cape, that nice blue is there, and it really reminds me of the cape he wore in Empire Strikes Back. I like that you can take his scarf off. And this is one of the reasons why this figure is so high on the list. Articulated neck. Look at that. That's the very first time I've ever seen this on a Black Series figure where the neck is articulated. That is absolutely incredible. And look how much more range of motion you get with that articulated neck. He can bury his chin into his head there. And plus, that looks so much like Donnie Glover. It looks so much like him, and I love the expression they gave him. I like how the facial hair looks, how the afro looks. This is just an awesome Lando. I love this figure. And it's a great representation from one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Yes, Solo is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. Not ashamed to admit it. I just thought it was a really fun Star Wars movie. Man, if you don't have this Lando figure, you gotta get him. Especially if you're a Star Wars fan and you're a Black Series collector. Please get this Lando. He's so worth it. I love this guy. Lando, number 6 on my list. Oh, also, look at those fancy shoes. Look at them. Lando has style. This 6-inch action figure has style. And number 5 on my list. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Chewbacca was number 6. Lando's number 5. I'm so sorry, you guys. But number 4 on my list. Han Solo from the Solo movie. This figure is absolutely incredible. For the longest time, I've been wanting a young version of Han Solo. And I was going to get the one from the vintage wave when Star Wars had its 40th anniversary, but only saw him once. I couldn't get him at the time I saw him. And he's just going up in prices online. Hopefully someday I'll get him. So this Han, not a bad substitute until I get the one from A New Hope. And I don't even think of it as a substitute. I think of it as one of my definitive Han Solos. The face looks really good. His gun is nicely detailed. He's got beautiful detailing in the jacket. And his pants are the same pants he wore in A New Hope. That belt is looking good. He's got nice articulation. Look how much range his elbow is getting. That is awesome. The head does leave a bit to be desired, I will admit that. But he's got nice side-to-side pivot, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, this is not my definitive Han, but it's one of my definitive Hans. If I could only have one Han Solo, I think it would have to be this guy. It's just this look works for me. The brown jacket, the black shirt, the blue pants. This figure just works for me. I don't know why, it just does. I love him. So Han Solo, he is number 4 on my list. And who is number 3? The big baddie himself behind the First Order, Snoke. Wow. This figure is beyond cool. Let's get a really good look at that ugly face of his. Look at that. That is awesome. So gnarly. Just like in the movie. Hasbro, you guys knocked this one right out of the park. And there's his ring pop. And he's got, ugly arms and hands. Ugh. But he's got a nice fancy robe. Maybe that's to distract from his ugliness. And I love the throne. The throne he came with is awesome. Really nicely detailed. Looks just like how it did in the movie. And this is just something I like doing. I like having Kylo Ren's helmet always right there on the throne. Because sometimes I'll have Kylo sitting in this throne. But most of the time, it's Snoke. And I remember when I found him at my local GameStop, he was on clearance. He is normally like $50, I think. Maybe $60. And he was on clearance for $30. And I was like, hell to the yes. And you better believe I snatched him up as soon as I saw him. And I love this figure. I'm so happy he's here. And I love that he came with this background here because it looks great in pictures. The throne, the figure, the background, it all comes together so nicely. Supreme Leader Snoke, number 3 on my Black Series list of 2018. Number 2 is Island Journey Rey. Why is she on this list? Or why is she so high on my list? The face. That looks just like Daisy Ridley. From the side, from the front, from the top. Hasbro nailed it. And take it from someone who has a huge crush on Daisy Ridley and looks at a lot of pictures of her. They nailed the likeness here. They nailed it. SH Figure Arts, they can eat their hearts out. And I also really like her outfit. I like the vest she's wearing because it's got great detailing on it. Love her gun holster here. Like those boots, and I like that you can see a little bit of her sexy legs. That's nice. And it's got great articulation. And she came with her poncho that she wore in the movie. And she came with Luke's lightsaber. Just overall, the presentation of this figure and the articulation and the fact that it looks just like Daisy Ridley, it's an awesome figure, and this is my definitive 6-inch Rey. I have yet to see Hasbro release a better version of Rey, but until then, this is my definitive Rey. She's number 2 on my Black Series list. So, you guys are very familiar with these figures because we went over them before in one of my previous videos. But there is one figure on this list you guys have not seen yet. And he is number 1 on this list because I did get him this year. He was not released in 2018. Well, then again, neither was the Flame Trooper, Snoke, Leia, or Finn, or the Porgs, or Maz. But he is a very hard to find figure, and he is one of the classics. He's one of the figures that helped launch the Black Series line, and it is none other than the very first Dark Sith apprentice himself, Darth Maul. And no, not a bootleg, the legitimate figure. How do I know this is the bootleg, or the legitimate figure and not the bootleg? Well, for one thing, bootleg can't look down that far. Yeah, I got this figure in a trade with another collector online. So yeah, I got this guy in a trade. I traded 2 NECA Terminators that I wasn't really enjoying too much. Not that there was anything wrong with them, it's just the articulation was a lot to be desired, especially in the elbows. Anyway, I gave him those figures and he gave me Darth Maul. The legitimate Darth Maul. And this guy is so much fun to pose. He's loaded with articulation. And I love the combination of soft goods and the plastic here. He's got amazing detailing. And look at that face. Look at that mean mug. Just that stare alone. Looks like he's ready to slice and dice with his saber. That is so awesome! And yes, you can connect both sabers to make his double-bladed lightsaber. I just really love that detailing. I think that is amazing. And he did come with his cloak. And the cloak is nice. I like it. But it hinders his articulation. So most of the time I just have him displayed without it. But I love this little detail right here. It really looks like his horns are poking out through the cloak. That is a nice touch. So I don't have him displayed with the cloak too often, but I'm still happy to have it. And the guy did not have the binoculars that Darth Maul came with, but that doesn't bother me. I just wanted Maul and his sabers. And look at that. That just looks awesome. That looks phenomenal. That makes me a very happy Star Wars fan and Black Series collector. So happy with this figure. And, well guys, that was my top 12 Star Wars The Black Series of 2018. What Star Wars figures did you guys get this year, and which ones were your favorite? Please let me know in the comments below. I love talking about action figures. And on a side note, I know that people have been finding the archive wave in comic book stores and at Walmarts and some Targets. And that is awesome because a lot of collectors will have a chance to get their hands on this guy. I know I didn't do a list last year, but this figure was my number 1 Black Series figure of 2017 because I got him in 2017. And yeah, very happy to have both of these guys. They're both really hard to find figures, but Boba Fett not so much anymore because Hasbro is releasing the archive wave to stick it to the scalpers. They're on the side of the collectors. Hasbro, I love you guys. You guys are smart and you know what you're doing. And yeah, that archive wave is a really good idea. I can already see it taking off, and Hasbro's just going to get even bigger. They're going to become one of the best toy companies out there. I mean, I know they are already, but that archive wave, it was a stroke of genius on Hasbro's part. It's really going to bring in even more collectors. If I didn't already have Boba, you better believe I would be out there looking for this guy in the archive wave. I would be looking in every nook and cranny. So that's it. Again, what figures did you guys get this year, and which ones were your favorites? Please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. There's no pressure, but it would be nice if you would subscribe. Please, it takes less than a second. Less than a second. And if you want, you can follow me on Facebook Instagram. Links to those are in the description below. And you can feel free to join Pose and Action Figures. Link to that will also be in the description down below. Well, guys, this is the Proud Nerd signing out, saying to all my fellow nerds and collectors out there to stay nerdy. Peace.